Hello, Dr. Pergande here with Thrive Chiropractic and Wellness Center. Today you are joining us for our second video in our Discover Wellness series. Now in the last video, I introduced you to my 7-figure diagram where I illustrated that health is more than just the presence or absence of symptoms. It comes from having 100% communication between your brain and your body. When we have 100% communication, we have function, ease, health, and at the end of the day, we're going to feel pretty good. But what can happen? Well, we can have nerve disturbance between our brain and our body where we have less than 100% communication. And this leads to malfunction, dis-ease, ill health, and eventually that's going to lead to symptoms or not feeling so great. In today's video, we're going to talk about what causes nerve disturbance. Now, it really comes down to what we call the 3 T's: trauma, toxins, and thoughts. In other words, stress. Physical, chemical, and emotional stress. Now, the first T is for trauma or physical stress. I've listed several examples here, and I'm sure you could come up with dozens more. But whether it's being born, falling off the changing table, slipping on the ice, getting into a car accident, not to mention sitting at a desk, at a computer, having poor posture, being on our cell phones. Lots of things happen throughout our lives that cause physical stress or trauma to our spine and nervous system. Now, the second T is for toxins or chemical stress. We are exposed to so many toxins on a daily basis, from the food we eat, the water we drink, to the air we breathe, as well as anything we put on our skin, which is our body's largest organ. Things like dehydration, high blood sugar, nutritional deficiencies, they would all fall under this category as well. And food is huge. I mean, especially processed foods. They contain things like preservatives, MSG, artificial flavors, colors, sweeteners, loaded with things like sugar. And then we have a lot of our food that's sprayed with pesticides and herbicides that are chemicals that we're then ingesting. We have environmental toxins. They're everywhere, from our household cleaners to what we're putting on our skin in our personal care products. And then things like antibiotics, medications, and synthetic vitamins, things that you think are good for your body, but are actually still a chemical stress. And then lastly, we have thoughts or emotional stress. This is a big one, isn't it? I think most of us, we just become so used to being stressed that it's our norm, but it's not normal. And your body is not meant to stay in a chronically stressed state. So many of us, we're trying to balance, work and family. I have work on here twice, maybe because that's where I'm mostly stressed about. We've got stuff going on with the kids. Maybe we have aging parents. We're worried about our finances. We're worried about our health. There's so many things that are causing us emotional stress and is putting our body into a stressed state. It's stuck in this stress state, and we're not meant to stay in a chronically stressed state. Okay, so what do we do now? We know that we have all these stresses that lead to nerve disturbance and ultimately keep us from experiencing the optimal health that we want. So what is our action plan going to be? Well, simply put, we need to remove the nerve disturbance and reduce the 3 T's as much as possible. And this leads us to our Thrive Essentials. In the next video, I'm going to introduce you to our Thrive Essentials, and we're going to dive deep into the first essential,